was it about?
Welcome to Verbal Pick Radio, where we give you a verbal image of life, and we are everyday people. Like to welcome you all to the show. We're going to touch bases on an incident that took place in Florida where a white man saw that the black female was parked in a handicap spot. So he gets upset, and they're going back and forth arguing, and her boyfriend, he comes out of the store. He sees the altercation, and he pushes the white man down to the ground. The white man reaches for his gun, shoots the guy, kills him. But the old white man got off because it was stand your ground. And go. So that's saying then that if you don't know the laws pertaining with stand your ground or the laws with firearms in particular, that means that you can be provoked. Let's say I'm coming out of the store, white guy going into the store. He give me a look, real crazy look, and I'm like, man, what you looking at? He like, is there a problem? I'm like, nah, is there a problem? And he said, well, you better stay there if you know what's good for you. Mm-hmm. I'm making a move towards him. He can shoot me.
That's basically what they sound like.
He can take me out, kill me.
Because you can talk that, be somebody threatening you up to just about anything. You know what I mean? Stare, a look, like you said, a step towards, or a gesture. So
it's been too many cases where they said that they saw a black person, he was big and he looked scary, or he looked mean, or he looked like he was going to rip me to shreds. Because you don't know what's in the mind of the next person.
Never know.
So they can say, well, I feel threatened for my life, even though the other person, in his mind, he didn't think he was being threatening. Because he know how far. Now he know, like if I'm a threat to somebody, you gonna know I'm threatening. You ain't gonna be no. You know what I mean?
It didn't even sound like he even provoked it. It sounded like he, if anything, he kind of walked up on some stuff.
Yeah, he walked up on it, pushed the man down, man shot, killed, he going home.
I mean, if anybody think this is come from a man's perspective, if anybody stepping to your wife or your significant other, or especially another male counterpart, I feel like, hey, it should be male versus male. Like, you shouldn't be.
That's right.
Because, I mean, he approached her. I'm not sure what he saw when he saw the white male addressing his girl or whatever the situation was, but I'm pretty sure he felt threatened for her.
That's right.
In order to push the guy down. So
he seen a white man yelling at his girlfriend, which he thought she was in danger, and he came to her aid, like he was supposed to.
Yeah.
But we as black men, we have to assume that every white man and woman is packing a gun.
And fear for their life.
They don't have a gun.
I think if you handle people like that, if you kind of handle people like that, even police officers, if you kind of handle or look at it, step back and look and say, they feel like they're in fear for their life.
Right. They feel like...
And you kind of, I think it'll help you approach it. I'm not saying it's going to stop this nonsense that's going on.
But you might don't feel like you're a threatening person.
Exactly.
Because you know you, but they don't know you.
And not even try to even apologize or try to make it seem like it was justified on the other guy's behalf. But it's just, because, I mean, I hate taking the role of having to step back and, you know what I mean, having to be the bigger person all the time when you know the other party is the antagonizer or the other party is the person who's provoking it.
That's right. They baiting you in.
They baiting you in, basically.
That's right. You gotta think. When I jump into this, if you don't have a weak gun on you, you putting your life on the line. Now, if you have a gun on you, you got to stand your ground now. And if he make a move towards you, then you can shoot him down.
Exactly.
Hold up, he was aggressive. I stood my ground. He came. I stood my ground. I gave him a warning not to move. Mm-hmm. He proceeded forward. I didn't know his intentions. He looked like he wanted to kill me, so I shot.
And see, I didn't catch all of it, but I did catch a bit of the press conference where the sheriff was speaking on behalf of the case, saying that he didn't feel like the guy should be charged because of the stand your ground law.
Yeah.
And then a lawyer came on, or it was a DA after that, saying that was bad for the sheriff to do, because now it would be hard for anybody to win a case in court if you got the sheriff backing you up on that.
Yeah, but he know. Come on, with Sheriff White.
Yes.
Well, Sheriff White, old man White, they probably go back, know each other, probably at the same church.
Yes.
Oh, well, hell, that's Bill, man. Bill don't mean nothing to nobody.
Yep.
And there you go. So, yeah, it's the game. See, we have to wake up to the reality of the game. The game is real.
Game's real.
And they at these shooting ranges for a reason. Mm-hmm. You not at the we not at the shooting range. They're at the shooting range. They know where to shoot you at. Mm-hmm. They know the different type of caliber of gun and the range of the gun and how far the bullet will travel and the whole nine. They know the stand your ground laws. They know what to do. Look, if you take a certain position stance, that's a warning, whether you said verbally or not.
Yes.
We don't know. We thinking this fool crazy.
See, that's why I think we kind of fall in the trap because you got to learn the law, which we don't know. They don't teach you the law in school. That's something you got to go out and get. But then they still hold you accountable for it if you don't know.
Yeah,
so that's something I think most important that we need to learn the law, because I think the law basically is a contract. Yeah. Just like any other contract, you got to learn the words of your contract, and they know the words, the terminology. This is their original language. So, from my point of view, this is their language. So, it's kind of like a Spanish person going to court in England, in the United States. He don't know the definition by word,
right.
So they can tweak it. You know what I mean? Any way to say it's working for them.
That's true. Like when they took the Native Americans. When they took the land from them and presented them with a deed, they couldn't read. They didn't know what
they
had.
They didn't understand that.
They didn't even understand the context. And
exactly.
How can you just come say you could take my land with my family? Been there for generations. I don't know what's going on.
And I think that's what most people get. And I mean, it's mostly melanated people, but you do have some Caucasian people who fall in that category too, where you just don't know the law. They're going to use it against you. But the thing is that at the end of the day, I feel like it could be a dark-skinned person and a pale person. At the end of the day, if neither one of them don't know the law's going to favor the side of the pale person.
Always.
Because of the person that's in charge of who's over it. So that's just my personal opinion.
They're going to look out for their own.
They're going to look out for their own. So at the end of the day, I think we got to put it on ourselves to kind of learn stuff like that.
Got to.
But at the same time, like I said, we can't be apologetic all the time and quick to forget and quick to try to be the bigger person, because we already know what's going on. So it's only so many times you can say, okay, all right, well, you stepped on my shoe, it's okay.
Right, yeah, after a while.
You got to already know you finna come try to step. So you got to be prepared for stuff like that.
You gotta love yourself enough to prepare yourself so you can make sure you gonna be okay.
Most definitely.
That's what's up, man. That's real. Look, reminding you all, check out Everyday People Part 1, Part 2, Part 3 is coming. My partner Pruitt, he's in Part 3 playing a role, and we got a soundtrack coming on. So that's gonna be very interesting, man. We getting ready to wrap it up. I say within a matter of a couple of weeks, you all be able to check the Part 3 out while we work on Part 4. Verbal Pick Radio, we out.
Sure.